Hello guys, without going so far into so much talking, I want to tell you guys that we are going to learn how to mark supply and demand zones. But before we get so deep into that, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, since it's the only thing that I'm going to be doing here. I'm not going to request anyone in a single penny. I'm just going to be teaching supply and demands, you know. I'll be helping people, teaching you how you can trade, how you can improve yourselves in terms of trading. Yeah, that's all I'm going to be doing. So, for a beginner, it will be difficult to mark these levels. It will be difficult to see the levels. A beginner won't be able to understand these things, but I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach them. Even anyone that doesn't know how to mark these levels, trust me, I'm gonna make it easier and simple for you to learn and understand exactly. So let's start with this one and see exactly. Now you're asking yourself, why am I calling it a supply zone? How is it a supply zone? You know, how is it a supply zone? Now this is what I depend on when I'm marking my zones. See this candle, this is a buying candle and this is a selling candle. And these selling candles outperformed this buying candle, so it created some sort of a supply. This was the beginning of a sell from here up to here, and this was a demand zone. You see, something is here happening here. You get a candle that got outperformed and mark it. The beginning, you mark the beginning of the one that outperformed and the ending of the one that was. Now let's assume it's already here. There is a candle and this formed a demand zone. So let me show you, let me do it like this. I don't know how I can make it. Okay, let's do this. Supply is here. Now you come and do like this. This is the buying candle, this is the selling candle. You mark the beginning of this candle, the one that got outperformed. You mark here the body here. I don't know if you guys can see this clearly, where I am tapping there, and then you mark the beginning of the candle that outperformed, and that stands for a supply zone. That's why when price came and hit here the first time, it sold. When it came the second time, it penetrated. You see, it penetrated here and then came on the beginning of the supply zone and continued, and turned it into a demand and continued going high. Now let's get another candle and I'll also show you the same thing. The moment you learn marking these candles, it will be very simple for you to recognize them. Now another is here. Remember, this is a daily time frame. So this was a selling candle. It got outperformed by this buy. So we come and buy and mark its beginning and its ending. Oh, this is the beginning and this is the ending, and then this is the candle that outperformed it into a buy. It continued buying. But I want to show you something here that will help you also. You see, here is a zone which we could call a demand zone. Now let me show you something. This is a selling candle, this is a buying candle. Now this buying candle outperformed this selling candle. It got high. Now you come and mark the beginning and the ending of the candle that was outperformed. All sometimes it happens like this. You find that the candle that outperforms could create some kind of a wick. So you come and mark the beginning of that wick and the body of that candle. And then when price came back here, it got through the demand zone and then turned it into a supply here. That's why when price came here, it sold. Very accurate. You can enter your positions here and then put your stop loss somewhere where price cannot even get. And this is just structure analysis, but there is what we call momentum analysis. So this is structure analysis, guys. Let's continue. This is the same thing that happened here, you see. Let me mark for you. Now this is the selling candle. This is the buying candles, where the buying candles started. Now, as I told you, you come and mark the beginning and the ending. The beginning and the ending of the candle. Like this exactly. See? So that created a demand zone. Now, after you marking that, you find that price came and bought. You might find that in the bigger time frame, this is a supply zone. So price came all the way from there and got beyond this demand zone a little bit. It broke through. When it broke through, it came back. You see? Now imagine yourself marking this zone and then price goes through it, and then you come and here is where you needed to sell. Hope you can see. But I want to also remind you that here is a demand zone, another demand zone. The moment you master marking these zones, you'll be able to see each and everything with ease. With ease. You see? So price came and bought from this level. So these were selling candles, and then this one candle outperformed them. So you can mark starting from this level up to the lowest, where the price, either the outperforming candle started from, all the selling candles stopped from selling, and from there it stands for a demand zone. And when our demand zone was taking place, here was also a supply zone. So you find that when price bought from here, it sold from here. You get me? But it keeps on repeating the same thing on and on and on and on. So I've made this video for 7 minutes. So this is just supply and demand. There is nothing like setups or momentum analysis. There is what we call setup. There is what we call supply and demand. There is what we call momentum analysis. There are so many things. So this is just supply and demand. This helps you understand and mark the setups very well for yourself. Now, this is a demand zone. You people are going to master this. Just keep watching the video and looking at exactly what I'm doing. This gonna help you, because it helped me too when I was learning from someone. I just focused and mastered it. Trust me, it works 100%. 100%, not even 95, but 100%. If you combine it with other methods. This is a demand zone, which got this was a selling candle, and let me first zoom in such that you people can see well. So this was a selling candle, and then these green candles outperformed it. So we mark this. Why am I saying that candle outperformed? Now when I say that the candle was outperformed, that means that there is where the beginning of buyers stepped in from. And when the buyers step in, whatever place that is stepped in, you find that there is put securities. I don't know how to call this, but there will be put so much strength such that price will not just come and break it. It will be like a demand zone. Now the same thing happened here, and when price came and disrespected this demand zone, here was also a demand zone, even here was also a demand zone. So when we apply our Fibonacci, we find that here was this was showing a supply zone. Let me show you something. Though I'm not yet ready to teach you this Fibo trading strategy, but I will be teaching you soon how you can use it also. You can clearly see that this was a supply zone, you know. So when you see price forming a demand zone here and then coming all the way from here, just know exactly that price is going to disrespect this. So this is a supply zone and this has already happened, but this is the current that were happening. So price came and disrespected it and then came back to this zone that was fresh, bought a little bit back here. I don't know, you guys, if you will be able to see all this. Price dropped. There is something that happened here. Let me show you. When price dropped, it came here and pulled back but did not enter this level. Why? The reason is here. Here is also another demand zone. And when price came, it entered its zone, and here is where it had to stop from and continued selling back to this level. Gave a confirmation and bought again. When it bought again, this was a demand zone that after was turned into a supply for this level, and the sellers sold up to this level, and then after price came back again and outperformed all disrespected this demand zone, and it turned into I mean price disrespected this supply zone, which was a demand zone, and then it again turned into a what? A continuation zone or a demand zone again. So buyers bought and price still came back into this level. You know, remember I had marked this as a demand zone, but it later on turned into a supply zone. And when price first came here, it did hit this level and then pulled back a little bit. This is also a demand zone, and then price continued buying. Our Fibonacci is gonna show us exactly the price is going to stop at this level. Let me apply it for you. This is actually I want you guys to see. So if you want to master Fibonacci marking zone Fibonacci, the first thing you need to do is mastering supply and demand. So you can clearly see that the Fibonacci showed us that price is going to stop somewhere here, and it's what exactly happened, you know. Anyway guys, I think that's enough for today. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like and comment. I will be coming back with another purified, refined method on how you can improve yourself for the better.